Hi, I'm Steve Kaufman. I'm the founder and master of Self-Revealization Acceptance. Self-Revealization Acceptance is the most profound reality facilitation concept ever devised. I've been doing this for over 30 years when it was first revealed to me by the creative power of the universe. The creative power of the universe creates everything, obviously. It created Self-Revealization Acceptance. It created me. It created you. There's no getting away from this. As I develop my abilities with self-realization over the past 30 years, the spirit of the thing itself of self-realization acceptance reveals more and more of itself in me, as me, through me. I live my life by my divine and earthly right to live in joy and freedom. My divine and earthly right to live in joy and freedom is a concept that I have adopted because it is a divine right as an extension of the creative power of the universe to live in joy and freedom. It is my earthly right, by my definition, to be my own person. And that's what today is all about, being your own person. You live in a finite condition, your body, your senses, your smell, taste, feel. That's finite. You live in a finite physical world. You have a divine and earthly right to live in joy and freedom. What's essential about this is that it is available to everyone. You don't need to go to any external source. You don't need to sign up for any courses. You don't need to send money. But the point is, you are your own person only when you decide with sincerity and honesty to be your own person. Now, you have to be careful about that as well, because there are certain devices and certain inventions and certain ideas that can readily interfere with that and significantly hurt you. One of them is called negative sentiment. Negative sentiment is that thing that interferes with your reality facilitation based on your negative feelings and guilt feelings towards someone or something that you don't want to hurt, you don't want to insult, you don't want to put in a nefarious situation that's going to cause you to lose the connection with that situation. What self-realization acceptance does is empowers you to determine from a functional and realistic perspective as to whether or not the source of that negative sentiment is necessary. Now, there are certain things you're going to have to overcome in your own psyche as well. Your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, your ideas, your relationships. Negative sentiment is a very debilitating thing, as well as manipulative grace. Yeah, manipulative grace. Manipulative grace is what other people suggest to you that is good for you, when essentially it's telling you to do what's good for them. And they may be well-meaning without even knowing it. You have to be on your guard against manipulative grace. Self-realization acceptance empowers you to do this because it forces you, well, I shouldn't say forces you, it causes you to examine your own intentions and motivations of what it is you want to accomplish with your life. Are you your own person? You are your own person when you can look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am my own person. And whatever it is that is causing me any discomfort is immediately removed of any authority in my life. This is a basic self-realization acceptance. What you want to do, of course, is be involved with the books, Self-Revealization Acceptance and Practicing Self-Revealization Acceptance. The books are available at Hanshi, hanshi.com/books, and also Kindle, Amazon, everywhere in the world. The books are available, and they do quite well. because they're talking of a realistic truth. The realistic truth they're talking about is you being able to break the chains of karma. Break the chains of karma. Karma is an imposition put on you by manipulative grace, perhaps well-being people who try to give you a way to explain those things in life that are painful, those things in life that cause you grief and anxiety. These things are put in place by whatever and whoever to maintain a form of control. The creative power of the universe does not create to destroy. The creative power of the universe does not create to destroy. It implies that you can say whatever you want to say and you will experience this. Now, this is tricky, okay? You get these ideas, these new age philosophies. Oh, wow, oh, wow. Hey, if you really want something, think about it, it's going to happen. Well, that's a lot of baloney, and you should know that. Just because you want something doesn't mean you're going to have something. There's a big difference between wanting something and not doing anything about it and having something, which is the real, or if you have done something, doing something about it. Self-realization acceptance helps you to determine this and helps you to create your own SRA, self-realization acceptance. The functionality of SRA, based on its reality facilitation, is what empowers you to ascend to anything. Now, self-realization acceptances are not affirmations. Affirmations are generally based on the words and thoughts of others that you use, and yeah, they work once or twice, unless you keep on doing it over and over and over. And to do that, you have to develop willpower. You will do this and whatever it takes, you do that, and you burn yourself out. On the other hand, you will to do something, and you use the proper language to create that environment, brings it about instantly. Now, I have been doing self-realization acceptance for over 30 years. I have helped many, many hundreds of people. I have physically healed many people. And I have enhanced the lives of other people. Yes, I have enhanced their lives by the teachings of self-realization acceptance. They themselves develop the causation for their own reality. Self-realization acceptance is not a religion. It's a high-end philosophy, if you will, but it's just a way of living. It's a way of thinking intelligently. You know, you try to get the answer to certain questions, you just can't figure it out. It's just not happening. The reason for that is you're not asking the question correctly. When you eventually come to understand the question by redefinition as many times as necessary, the question reveals the answer itself. Self-realization acceptance teaches you how to formulate the question, how to bring about your ardent desire without restriction or delay. I'm here to help. You can contact me through selfrevealization@gmail.com. Selfrevealization@gmail.com. You can learn more about SRA by going to self-realization.weebly.com. You can go to the Self-Realization blog, selfrevealization.wordpress.com. It's all there. The books are available. Of course, I mentioned Hanshi.com/books. Also Kindle, Amazon, and everywhere else. Whatever you want to accomplish, you can accomplish. Now, here's what's interesting about self-realization acceptance, among other things. Self-realization acceptance does not cause you to rely on any form of external anything. No incense, no peppermints, no magic wands, no mantras, no mandalas, except the one you look at in the mirror. Now, self-realization acceptance is not meditation. It's acknowledgement of your true being and acceptance of it. And you don't have to meditate. You don't have to go, cut your nails and, sit in some ridiculous pose. And yeah, I talk down about all of that other stuff because I know after all of these years of practicing and doing it, those are bogus concepts that interfere with your true reality. And they're put there not by you, but by other forms that have created this manipulative grace to make you think subtly, or maybe not so subtly, to make you think you have got to rely on externalities. And well, you meditate so you can connect with God. What are you talking about? The creative power of the universe has already created you. Unless you go out of your way to destroy that connection, which you still can't do, you're still connected and you're still one with the creative power of the universe. You want to use the word God, use the word God. Okay, even if you're an atheist, doesn't matter. Whatever religious practice that you follow based on your culture or based on your upbringing is not interfered with by self-realization acceptance. What self-realization acceptance will do is empower you to go deeper into your particular religious concepts to a level of higher understanding and doesn't want anything in return. All SRA is for you to live your life by your divine and earthly right to live in joy and freedom. There's no getting away from this. All of these other ideas, well, sign up for this course, do this, do that. So what are you doing, man? You're signing up for a course that somebody's telling you, here we go, a little manipulative grace, a little negative sentiment. Well, if you don't do this, you won't get that. You're not signing up for a course here. You're not going to get a diploma or when you graduate from Steve Kaufman's School of Self-Revealization Acceptance. But what I will do for you, I will help you. I'll help you ascend to your highest level of greatness because I know how it's done and I have done it. As I said, for hundreds of people, references abound. If there's anything in your life that you want removed, you can't go to yourself and say, I can't get this going, man. What's going on here? What's happening here? Why am I having these problems? Well, you've just reinforced the problem. Yes, you've just reinforced the problem. If you go look in the mirror and talk straight to yourself, that's your mandala, the face you're looking at. And the mantra is the words you're speaking. I ascend to this level of accomplishment. I am in perfect health. My mind functions without restriction. You have a problem you want to get rid of, smoking, eating junk food. I don't smoke. Whoa. Oh, yes, you do, man. I'm going to make you smoke. The good guy, the bad guy on either shoulder. No. Look in the mirror. I don't smoke. Now you're going to say, yeah, how often can you do that? Depending on the intensity and sincerity of you saying that. Once. Well, yeah, okay, so then you're going to go, yeah, well, that was pretty cool, man. Let me have a smoke. Go back into the mirror. I don't smoke. And I do not suffer the pangs and anxieties of withdrawal of nicotine or any of this other cockamamie nonsense that they tell me I have to suffer with. And why don't you suffer from those things? Very simple, you're your own person. You don't smoke. No, this is how can it be so simple? It is that simple. And this is going back for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, this way of thinking. But then again is, well, you know, do this, do that, you know, take this pill, you know, smoke this, it's not tobacco, you know. You don't smoke, as simple as that. Well, I have a physical addiction to alcohol. My physical addiction to alcohol subsides now. My physical addiction to alcohol subsides now. Now, what self-realization acceptance is going to do, based on the sincerity, is going to open up avenues for you to explore to reinforce that. It's going to reinforce it. For example, you have a problem with this, that, or the other thing. You can't get a handle on it. It's making you crazy. It's making the people you're with crazy. You know, and you're looking for sympathy. Okay, you know, nobody walks on water. I don't even walk on water. If you want sympathy, you'll get all the sympathy you want. You'll even get, hey man, grow up, don't do this, don't, you know, all this nonsense that interferes with your ability to ascend to your level of consciousness, to be your own person. You break the chains of karma. You go in the mirror. The chains of karma in my life and my existence are broken, and I live my life by my divine and earthly right to live in joy and freedom. And you say it, and you mean it. And you will have an instant transformation. This is going to be an ongoing teaching situation. Each week, when I get the newsletter sent out, depending on a particular situation we're going to discuss, the newsletter has the actual self-realization for you to print out. Go for it. It's also got me reading it and emphasizing it in the right places. What you do, listen to it and read it at the same time. Read it again, listen to it again, so it starts to get through. Again, I'm here to help. SelfRevealization@gmail.com. I'm Steve Kaufman. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe. If you like what you're seeing, click like. If you don't like what you're seeing, click don't like, but tell me why in the comments. Write the comments. I'll answer any question. I'll deal with any situation you want to deal with to empower you. If you want me to personally help you, I can do that according to the schedule that's convenient for you. But you got to contact me. You have to get me your email address. Now, I'm not going to sell the email addresses. I'm too selfish, man. I keep them for me. You get the newsletter, you don't like it, unsubscribe. Read the books, Self-Revealization Acceptance, Your Divine and Earthly Right to Live in Joy and Freedom, Practicing Self-Revealization Acceptance, 52 Weekly Ascensions to Empower Your Life. I'll see you next time. This is Steve Kaufman. I trust you've gotten some value from this. Again, subscribe, like, comments, SelfRevealization@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. See you next time.